Hello, my name is Rachel Angela and I am a CZT. Did my CZT EU course in 2021 March of that year, and I've been tangling for about 5 years, but I thought I would start doing a YouTube video, so welcome. Today is the 1st of October and I want to start doing Inktober Tangles, and this has been created by Stephanie Jenner for the Tangles for Inktober. Inktober was started by someone else, and I just thought I would give it a go. So the first tangle today is Beelight by Zentangle, headquarters I call them. And Stephanie Jennifer has actually set all this up on her website and her Facebook. She's got a Facebook group, Instagram, and if you need any support, that's there as well. And any questions or comments, you can go to Stephanie at 7f5art.com. So thank you, Stephanie, for these. And then also, these are things that I've created previously. So you might have seen them on my Instagram, which is Rachel Angela Art. And I created this. I love circles. So this Inktober, I'm going to be doing circles. And what I've actually done is cut circles out. I've cut my own tiles, and then I've die cut, so put it through my die cutting machine, circles that fit exactly within the normal Zentangle tile, which is 3.5 by 3.5, to get my circle. And this is what I love bright colours, and this is what I created earlier. So this is my tile for today, my circle tile for today, day 1 of Inktober Tangles. And I've just got these little bijouisms out: focus and be present, because that's what we're wanting to do. So I'll just show you this very quickly, what Beelight for day 1 is. And we start with corner dots, and this is a grid pattern, and then we just join the dots, and we start with appreciating gratitude. And I'm so thankful to Zentangle and for my friend UK Jen, who actually introduced me to Zentangle. In fact, it was Jamie from Everything Art that first told me about it on the Wanderlust course. But then I found one of my friends on Instagram doing it, so it's really hard to talk and concentrate. So what I'm doing is just like a grid tangle, and it doesn't have to be perfect. That's not what Zentangle's about. It's just about focusing and being in the present and just enjoying what you're doing. And it really doesn't matter. So that's our grid, and I've drawn it in pencil, and normally I would draw it in pen. So this is a micron 01. And so very quickly, this is a diamond shaped grid. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then all we're doing is we're going to make a little, it's almost like a little crescent, or a quarter of a crescent, a quarter of a circle. And we're just going to fill that in. And then we're going to aura this from the grid pattern that we've created. And I really love creating tangles, and I especially love colouring them, and because I'm a bright coloured person, but I also really love watching them pop. And by that I mean making them 3D. So making them go from this 2D drawing to 3D. And this is all we're doing. We're just imagining that that is a quarter circle. And then we're just filling that little bit in. I'll zoom you in a little bit. There, that's better. And then we're just creating an aura. We're just mirroring the line that's there previously, not going out of the little squares we've created. Like that, so you get the idea. And we always do this in real time because that's what it's all about. Focusing, relaxing, and just breathing. And just by concentrating on one line at a time means we're in the moment, in the present. And as I say, nothing has to be perfect. You don't have to worry about being perfect. Nobody's perfect, in fact. So we're just colouring this in. And then we're just aura in the line again. And it is just a slow meditative practice. Now a lot of people can do these really fast, but I like to go slow. And breathe. Just one stroke at a time, one line at a time. Just concentrating and focusing. And you can get really into the zone. I am going to ink this in. I should have done it in ink in the first instance, but it doesn't matter. Because there's no mistakes in Zentangle at all. And it's all about just focusing. This is called, I think I've already said, Beelight by Zentangle Inc. So what we've got to imagine is relaxing our shoulders. Oh. And just colouring, inking in these lines, and then aura-ing until you fill the little square or diamond shape or whatever you've got. It doesn't matter. And you can just get lost in this. Just make sure you're not holding any tension in your shoulders. And just breathe. And just enjoy. Because that's, you know, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Just enjoying and just seeing where it goes and seeing what you can create with not many strokes, not much time. For years, well, I'm sure we all do it, but for years we're on the phone, we've got busy lives, and we doodle. We doodle when we're on the phone, don't we? Or in a meeting. Shh, don't tell anybody. but we love creating. So now what you've got to imagine is this being a box, and this will probably be a quarter, so these will just go, you can pretend that you're ordering in the same direction as you would if you had if this was carried on this line, then you would have one here. Maybe we could just fill that in to give the impression of, and that's all we're doing, giving an impression of. So we do the same here, so we wouldn't see this one probably, and then the same here. So we're going off, just making sure that we're still within our box, and all going in the same direction. And I'll show you in a minute what you can create if you've got the time, if you want to take it a bit further. You don't have to go around the box. So we're just, again, filling it in and then ordering the line. Just remembering to breathe, not holding any tension. And I'll fast forward. I shouldn't really fast forward. No, I'm not going to fast forward. Sorry. Because it is all about breathing. And relaxing. And just enjoying. And I do swap about a bit, depending on what I'm doing. I might start one and then go to another box. All just depends on keeping your hand comfortable and just filling in these. And then we'll be doing some shading. I love shading, I think I've said, because I love the way that these pop. I am going to do the box. So now we've got to think, if this was a full box, where it would start and where it would come. There you go. Same with this one. It would extend, that line would come up here, down here. So you just think of the way it would go. And it doesn't really matter, as long as you've got the impression. So the same again, just ordering that line, and I'll just fill that one in. And I'm just going to turn that so that I can come down with this line. Now I love colouring mine, but you do not have to. So I'm going to fill that in because I would probably come out there, so that would be filled in. So we're getting there. Fill it in. And just, you just don't be too hard on your pen. Just gentle strokes. You can use a PN pen. This is by Sakura. Archival ink, Micron, Pigment Micron 01. You can use any. You can just use a biro if you need to. Do people know what that? I don't know what that is. A biro, a ballpoint pen. Right. So here we're thinking about where this line comes. So that would be filled in, and we're still coming in this direction, so we don't want to, so we'll be coming down like that. Then you can go back and adjust the lines or not, whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like you want to do, because this is your art, your process, your time to feel calm and relaxed and just enjoy the process, as I say. I really fell in love with the Zentangle Tangling. Do excuse me for sniffing. So it's just all about being calm. And so there you have the little bijou tile I've done, and then we're going into shade. So we're coming with the pencil, and you can actually do this however you like. But I'm just going to just come in on these, all the lines. I'm just going to lay the graphite down quite heavily. I'm going to turn the tile because it's so much easier to turn the tile. That's why they're on tiles, so that it's easier for your hand to go in your most comfortable direction. So whichever way is the most comfortable for you. And then what I'm going to do is, I just noticed I did all the lines except this one in pen. I'm going to come on this line with pen. I do love the sound of that actually. And then I'm just going to go around quite heavily and turn the tile. And turn the tile again. And then I'm going to show you one that I did earlier this morning, because I love to tangle on a morning. Before I do anything else, just sets me up for the day. There we go. And then I get the tortillon, which is just a paper blending stump. It's just paper rolled up tightly. And then all I'm going to do, and then you'll be able to see this pop. It will definitely pop. Let's see if I can come in any. Aha, there we go. So, just slightly. Just so that it blends, and you're pushing that pencil into the paper. And what I'm doing is easing that graphite into the centre. And you can see how these boxes now are popping out. And you just do this quickly. No right or wrong how you do it. You can choose where to shade. You don't have to shade the way I've done it. and you can see how they pop and become 3D. I'm going to show you now, and then at the end always turn your tile so that it's easier for you. Just go over the edge and around the box. Because it kind of brings it up forward. And the more graphite you can lay down, you can go back in and do it, but there. Just these. And you just get used to it after a while. The more you create, of course, just like practice, the better you understand the different tangles. So this is a grid tangle, lots of variations, and this is my little bijou tile. What we always must do is put our chop, and chop is a little signature, so that's Rachel Angela Art, because that's what I'm known as on Instagram. If you want to go and follow me there, you can do. And there we have our little Beelight tile. Didn't take very long at all. And here is one that I did earlier this morning. And this is still Beelight. Let's see if I can. And I've done it in a slightly different way. And I've done it as a border. So there we have it. So if you'd like to, you'll be able to see these, I'll pop these on Instagram. And thank you very much. Take care. Bye.